Hello, welcome to another DNA lifestyle session. As you can see, I have the table set up already for a cooking session. The lovely meat of choice today will be oxtails. The other morning, and my mother-in-law had seasoned this beautiful bowl of oxtails. She didn't say a word. She just put it down there, seasoned. I believe she seasoned it already with some jerk seasoning and some other lovely seasonings. And I'm assuming she wants me to prepare it today for Sunday dinner, because we tend to share the cooking with DNA Lifestyle here, so I'm gonna cook it for today's dinner so that we'll have something to eat today. So I've prepared the table with my seasonings and what I need to prepare the oxtails. They've been seasoned and been marinating in the fridge for about a day or so. So they're ready to be cooked now. The first step will be to fry them, of course. Just fry them and brown them up with some oil. And while they're frying up, I'm gonna use the flour to do some spinners. Let that sit for a while until I'm ready to do the gravy. And then everything else on the table that you see is to actually make the oxtail gravy. When the oxtail finish fried, it has to be pressure cooker because the meat tends to be tough. So the oxtail will fry first in some oil to brown up. They're not going to fry all the way to cook, just to get some color. And then they go into the pressure cooker to get soft, and then everything gets combined to make a gravy. And on the table I have some greens, some garlic, scotch bonnet, pepper, thyme, cilantro, scallion, potato, pimento seeds, butter beans, meat seasoning, carrot, Maggi cube, salt. We don't really need the salt because everything already has salt in it, so we'll just put it there in case I need to shake some into the flour. Oxtail seasoning, some groceries already have it already made, where you can just put it into the pot and just add the meat. So we kind of like to use that sometimes, but it has a lot of salt in it as well, so we don't use it a lot. Browning, soy sauce, fish and meat sauce is a big one that we use as well for the gravy, and then the adobe in case we need. I already have the oil heating up, and then the black pepper, of course. But I just kind of gathered everything I may need. If I need anything else, it will be in the fridge or the cabinet, all right? And the scotch bonnet pepper. I don't use all the peppers. One I think I'll put into the rice and peas, but I just kind of put them here in case I need something, because they stay in the freezer to keep them. So I just take them out to thaw out. And everything has been washed already and prepped. My oil has been heating up. The oil is a combination of virgin organic coconut oil and canola oil. We don't use vegetable oil, peanut oil and stuff. We use canola, and we use coconut oil, the organic virgin oil. Sometimes we use olive oil too, but the coconut oil gives it that flavor that we like in the Caribbean food. So yeah, the oil looks like it's ready. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit to start fry up the oxtail. It's been heating up for a little while. As you can see, my peas has been bubbling as well. I did crush some garlic in it and throw some thyme. So I prepped the seasonings and stuff earlier, and my oil was ready to start frying the oxtails to get the color. So now I'm just going to flip the oxtails to the other side. I lowered the heat down. I had it turned up too high, but I'm just flipping it to the other side now, so that the other side can start to get color. As you can see, this side is already brown and fried. The oil that I'm using, like I said earlier, is a coconut oil with mixture of canola oil. That's why it's so frothy. The coconut oil is like a virgin oil that we use. It's an organic virgin oil. So there's not a lot of fat in it, but it has that flavor that we like. also going to use browning and soy sauce eventually for the gravy. This is just a piece of garlic that I put in here to add flavor. And I also dropped some pimento seeds in the oil as well. But yeah, the oxtails browning. Once these are done, and I turned the heat down a little bit, I turned the fire down so that they could take time and fry a little. Theme of the DNA lifestyle, we do it our way. So don't come for me, Jamaicans. I'm not an authentic Jamaican cook. So I may be doing it wrong. Don't come for me. Don't send your mother for me or your father or whoever. I'm just doing it my way, you know. I don't have no complaints so far. I've been cooking oxtails for some years now since I've been married to my Jamaican husband, and I don't have any complaints. So, but I have the raw ones here waiting to be fried, and you don't want to overcrowd the frying pan. You want them to have room to fry. So when these done, I'm going to transfer them to the pressure cooker, which I need to set up actually. You know, they tend to mash up quick in the pot if they're too small. But anyways, and you see my peas is bubbling. They're tender already, so they're probably ready for the coconut milk now to start to with the milk. Create a little. All I have in here is some pimento seeds, some crushed garlic, and some thyme. I didn't add any salt or anything yet to it. I'm just going to throw the milk. All of the seasonings that you use tend to have salt. So yeah, so that's the process where I am right now. I'm multitasking, as you can see. I'm going to make some spinners to put into the gravy. And the spinners is just flour dumpling. So I just need in the flour to make some spinners and make the flour sit. Try to get a little bit more water in this. But the flour is just flour, salt. Check it for tenderness to see if the rice is cooked. If it needs a little bit more water. I have it on very low heat. I don't want it too soggy, but I don't want it too hard, the rice grain. Some people like their rice grains a little harder, but some people like their rice soft. You just have to cook in between for what people like. This is about 5 cups of rice, maybe 6. I mixed it. It's a mixture of the long grain Uncle Ben parboiled rice and the jasmine rice. So that's why it looks kind of white. I mixed the rice